New for you at 5, a Sacramento firefighter facing disturbing allegations charged in connection with an ambulance assault. A patient claims she was groped on the way to the hospital after suffering from a seizure. Good evening. Glad you're with us tonight at 5 o'clock. I'm Nikki Lorenzo.
And I'm Sincere Tonsil in for Ty Steele. Fox 40's Doug Johnson is live at Station 57, where Jared Evans used to work. Now, Doug, officials say he turned himself in today.
That's correct, Sincere, and investigators tell us this incident happened back in April as the ambulance was responding to a medical call here in South Sacramento. Now, this arrest is the latest black mark on a department that's had a long history of scandals. This is 32-year-old Jared David Evans, a paramedic with the Sacramento Fire Department who now stands accused of groping one of his patients. According to the arrest warrant, on April 1st, Evans and an intern who were transporting a 19-year-old woman who's believed to be suffering from a seizure to the hospital. The warrant states during the ambulance ride, Evans pointed to the victim's breast and told the intern to, quote, "take a look." It goes on to say Evans then placed his hand down the front of the victim's shirt and pulled her breast out of the top of her shirt and bra. Then, about a minute later, Evans reportedly told the intern, "Sorry, man, I had to." More than 2 weeks later, the intern who was in the ambulance contacted a paramedic supervisor in the department to report what happened. Investigators say they reached out to the patient, who said she remembered all of this happening. She said her eyes were closed and she couldn't move, but she could hear and feel everything that was going on. Evans' arrest warrant later states the victim said she couldn't see who touched her breast, but felt that it would have been the paramedic seated at her side.
Unfortunately, everybody gets painted with a broad brush when one person does something wrong.
Public relations specialist Doug Elman says this is the last thing the city's fire department needed, considering its long history of scandal. In 2004, 6 firefighters were dismissed, 13 suspended after it was determined they were drinking on duty or offering joyrides on fire trucks. In 2006, the department announced dozens of vials of morphine had been stolen off fire vehicles by employees.
What they need to do is they need to really come clean. They need to admit the mistake, and then they need to try and come up with procedures within the department to make certain that this type of activity doesn't happen again.
We did speak with the victim's attorney in this case, and he tells us that this was a grave violation of trust his client should have had in somebody who was supposed to help her. He does tell us that after this criminal investigation wraps up, that they will be moving forward with their own civil litigation against the city. Reporting live in South Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Doug, thanks so much. And Sacramento Fire Chief Walt White issued a statement in the wake of the arrest. The Sacramento Fire Department wants to assure the public that we are fully cooperating with the investigation and working to bring the matter to a successful conclusion. As an agency, we strive to ensure that all of our employees behave in a professional manner and to uphold the traditions of public trust that have been placed in us. And we are expecting a press conference on the arrest coming up tonight at 5:30. Of course, we will carry that press conference live.